Games new to me, please like and subscribe.
Hey guys, Rob here from Games New to Me, and we're headed off to Goodwill to see if we can find any retro video games, consoles, peripherals, whatever. But I'd like to take this time to talk to you about something else as well. And that is something that Doug Walker, better known as the Nostalgia Critic, brought up in a recent video concerning fair use. Now, fair use basically is a provision in the law that says that a content creator, for purposes of criticism, review, for educational purposes, for social commentary, can use copyrighted material within reason. In other words, you can't just upload an entire film or a video game from beginning to end without giving any input. You actually have to contribute something. And that right is protected under the law as a public service, basically. This includes doing a mockumentary of something, mocking things, just whatever that changes the work. The work cannot just be uploaded as is. And that's a great thing, because that's what makes YouTube work. That's what allows you guys to watch the content that you watch us make. The problem is YouTube and their completely fucked up flagging system and their bots that go out with algorithms. YouTube basically bends over and takes it from the Motion Picture Association and the Recording Artists Association, and basically you could be well within the terms of fair use and get your video flagged. Now, what happens when you get your video flagged? Well, it varies. Sometimes it means as little as, well, little in the grand scheme of things, it sounds as little as basically your video gets monetized by someone else. So every ad that appears on that video is not money that's actually going to the content creator, but is money that is going to a third party. That's not right, but sometimes it's easier to not fight those and keep the video up than to fight it and potentially lose. You have to pick and choose your battles. Another option that happens, depending on how seriously they want to go after you, is that your video gets blocked, either in one or more countries, and sometimes even just completely worldwide. Yeah, it's still in your account, but that doesn't mean anything because nobody can see it. Finally, we get to the strike system, and that's when they really get serious and they send an email or a legal document to YouTube saying, we want this taken down. That counts as a copyright strike against the channel. You get 3 strikes on your channel and your channel is deleted. And it doesn't matter if the other party is making a mistake, malicious, doesn't even own the material that they are claiming to copyright over. You get a strike, you get a strike. You can fight it, but with YouTube, here's the problem. You don't actually talk to a person. You send a DMCA cancellation to the person claiming the copyright. And that person has 30 days to respond. If they don't respond, the strike gets taken off the channel. And that goes for all the different punishments, if you want to call it that I've mentioned so far in this video. Now, as I said, if you get 3 strikes, your channel gets deleted. You can only fight 3 copyright claims of any type, not necessarily all of them strikes, but any 3 at one time. And if you lose any of those appeals, that counts as a strike against your channel. So you really, let's say you get 5 copyright infringement notifications, and you really can only fight 2 of them at a time, because if you lose all 3, let's say you go for 3 or 5 at one time, well, actually you can't go for 5, you can only do 3 at a time via YouTube's own policy, and you lose all 3, guess what? You just lost your channel. And whether you're making big money, small money, no money, if it's just a passion project and you've got hours and hours of videos up on your channel, well, say goodbye to those videos, say goodbye to that channel, say goodbye to your subscribers, and too bad, so sad, basically. Who loses out? Obviously the content creator loses out. The viewers that enjoy that YouTuber's content, whether it's a big channel or a small channel, they lose out. YouTube loses out in a way, because now they're not making any money off of the ads that they display on the videos. I mean, when you see those ads, all that money, and it's not a lot of money, don't think that any of us, with a couple of very big exceptions, are making bank on our videos. We're not. We're just normal people basically doing passion projects. I do video games and retro video games and peripherals and stuff like this video, where I'm going to a thrift shop or 3 to show you guys how to buy videos. But let's say there's another problem, the misuse of the flagging system in YouTube. So say somebody doesn't like my video, or is quote-unquote triggered by my video, and is suddenly feeling post-traumatic stressy. Well, guess what? They can flag my video as copyright infringement, even though they have absolutely no copyright claim over the video. And what does that result in? Basically, they just took my video off the internet, off YouTube, for 30 days, because I'll file a DMCA, and they have 30 days to reply how they want to proceed. Obviously, they have no legal standing, so they can't proceed. So they basically take my video hostage for 30 days. And if I'm doing something that is topical, then guess what? 30 days later, it's no longer topical. Please watch Doug Walker's video, which I will have linked in the comments below, as well as Alpha Omega Sin, Boogie 2988. So many great YouTubers. I'm small potatoes compared to even them, and they consider themselves small potatoes. So by all means, please watch those videos, which I will also have linked in the description below. And check out the hashtag, go to Twitter, make yourself heard, because if we don't pull together, we're going to lose what we've got. And it's difficult enough as it is already. So please, where's the fair use? Check it out on Twitter, tweet about it, post on Facebook, post everywhere, discuss it, sign petitions, do whatever you can. But please, don't let them take our YouTube away from all of us. Not just me, not just Boogie, not just Alpha Omega Sin, not Doug Walker, the Nostalgia Critic, but from you, the viewers, because it's really that serious. Anyway, this is Rob from Games New to Me. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.